Okay. Hi,
Hey.
I'm Jessica.
I'm Justin.
And to start this off, I'm just going to say the band-aids off. There's a little bit of a scratch there.
She's finally recovered. How long did it take? About a week or two?
It was like 2 weeks of me wearing a band-aid on my nose. Actually, okay, so let's start this with a little something else. So,
Okay.
I think this vlog should actually be about stigmas. Like if you have something on your face, or if you have a deformity, you know, and you walk around, you sort of feel stigmatized, and you feel like people are always watching.
It's true.
It's so true. Even if you have like acne, like I have mild acne, and like walking around, you know,
I do too.
I feel like everyone's looking at it all the time. And truth be told, they're probably not. Like people are always telling me like it's not that bad.
Yeah. And then you actually, first thing you told me when you saw me was, I got some fucking band-aid on my nose. So
Yeah, 'cause
now every time I'm going to look at it.
Yeah, you feel like sort of self-conscious. And I actually studied this in one of my psychology classes. That's what like led me to actually say that. But, you know, we kind of like, you feel a certain way when something's different. They did a study where, you know, there was one group who, you know, had an internal disease, like I forget what it was. And they would be interviewed by somebody. There was one where the person had like they told them they were putting like a fake blemish on their face, like a scratch, you know, cosmetic makeup in that way.
Really?
Yeah. And the thing is, those people felt more like there were negative interactions. They felt more like the person was staring at it, or the person.
Oh, that's interesting. So they would put that on the person and film them having a conversation with someone?
Yeah, and they felt more, they also felt that the person, you know, didn't react as, it was like an interview, so they felt like they wouldn't get the job because of it, or, you know, they had like a lower self-esteem because of a temporary sort of blemish on the face, and I find that really interesting, and I sort of experienced that the past 2 weeks.
And who do you think really puts that pressure on?
You put it on yourself.
Yeah, but where does it come from?
Insecurity. No, not insecurity in that, like, you think you're ugly and then you just add something else. It's just, you know that that's not really.
But I guess but still you were
presented.
Comparing yourself to what to make you feel insecure? Because you have a blemish.
People without blemishes, because no one, like, it seems to be that at the time that you have it, everyone's perfect and no one has any blemishes except for you. And I actually remember him specifically. I would just be talking to him and he'd be like, and he'd be like telling me that he can't stop looking at the band-aid.
It's true.
And it was just kind of like, it sort of, I guess, manifested that more.
Could you actually see my eyes looking at it? What, like, are we looking, making
eye
contact with you?
You feel people talking to your nose.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
So it's sort of different for you. But I mean, like, you know, even with acne, you sometimes you're like, they're looking at my pimple.
Yeah.
And you're just, like, even though they might not be.
You just assume they are because that's all you can think about, and someone might not even care.
Because you look in the mirror and that's what you see. You're like, oh, there's a freaking pimple. Whereas other people are like, wow, her eyes are really pretty, you know? It's just such.
Yeah, it depends on what you pick out.
Yeah, and you know yourself so well. You see yourself in the mirror every day, so it's kind of like, you know what's different. You know if there's a blemish, and you know that that's not supposed to be there, that's not me.
True.
And let me tell you, I wore a band-aid because I didn't want it to scar, because God forbid I had 2 lines on my nose for the rest of my life. That would just burst.
What would happen? Ooh, you have a scar.
On the middle of my nose.
So what? You walked around with a band-aid
on
the middle of your nose.
That's the focal point of my face.
So you wore a band-aid for 2 weeks?
But that was temporary.
Did it work?
Yeah, you see it now. It's not bad. And on the camera, you can hardly really see it. It's just small. You don't have to point at it or anything. But it's right there. And, you know, to me, at this point, I'm okay with it. It happened.
The stage in the game?
Yeah, at this
cool
stage,
with it?
I'm cool with it. And, you know, I know it's going to heal.
Yeah.
So that's
I'm still looking at it. I'm looking at it.
He's making this worse. Alright, so that's what this video is about. If you have any questions, Professor, let us know.
Yeah, all your feedback is appreciated.
All right, bye.